Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And got a good one for you today. I'm on the bluff in Laguna Beach. And I want everybody to get ready to pay more because we're going to have some major tax increases coming January of 2023 that affect each and every one of us. And, the lie that we were told about the 400 grand, if you made under 400 grand, you wouldn't pay any more taxes. That's not the case. So before I get into it, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget that we have a Patreon account that you can sign up for, and the email list. There's an email going out at the end of the week that you need to be part of, so sign up for the email list today. And we have a sponsor today, Patriot Gold, and I'll talk about them a little later. But let's get into these taxes. There is a $6.5 billion tax, $6.5 billion natural gas tax that's going to affect each and every one of us. So, guys, even if you don't heat your house with natural gas is used in so many things. Restaurants, cooking, hotels, everything. So this is going to affect each and every one of us. And it's going to make the price of heating everything much more expensive, regardless of who you are, where you live, how nice your house is. You're going to pay more for this. So, that's the first thing. There's a $1.2 billion coal tax for people that have their power generated by coal, $1.2 billion. And by the way, the tax doubles the existing coal tax that we have right now. So again, each and every one of these things is going to affect a lot of different people in a lot of different ways, from business to residential use, a little bit of everybody. It is estimated that 58% of Americans own stock, and there is a $74 billion tax on your 401k that's going to affect things on especially stock buybacks from the company that you work for. So this is going to affect a lot of people in a lot of different ways that nobody's really talking about. But again, I don't own stock, so it doesn't affect me. Guys, understand, taxes are a hidden bill, okay? And they affect so many people in so many different ways. If people are taxed to oblivion and they cannot afford to shop at your store or buy your services, that is detrimental to all of us. Don't forget that. There's a $225 billion corporate tax that is going to affect each and every one of us because companies need to hire more people right now and not lay off people. Think about this. Yesterday we got the job numbers, and hey, it wasn't that bad. But you're hearing about tens of thousands of people getting laid off. Where are those people? How come they're not being counted in the weekly unemployment claims? The weekly unemployment claim numbers are completely fake. They're not real. Think about this. A private company, ADP, has the ADP report on payroll that everybody sits around and like holds their breath to wait and see. And it's ridiculous, guys. The federal government knows that our unemployment rate is completely upside down. Plus, this just reminds me of another thing. Think about this, guys. We're doing the top 5 predictions. Send over your 5 predictions of what you think is going to happen in 2023. We're compiling them right now. Some of them are insane. Some of you guys are just nuts, okay? Elon Musk is president, all this stuff, okay? I don't think he's an American citizen, 100%. I don't think he can be president. Maybe he can. You guys can correct me and give me the lesson on the Constitution and all that fun stuff. Anyways, share your thoughts. You have one more day to share these predictions, guys. Your 5 lists of things you think are going to happen in 2023, and I appreciate each and every one of them. Email them to hello@iallegedly.com. People are going to Facebook. People are posting them on Instagram and Twitter, all that stuff too. So you can send them anywhere you want. Please don't send more than one because we're going to use your name, okay? So authorize that, guys. Again, if you send anything to me like a photo, don't just send me a photo with no description because it can't be used. So those are a few of the taxes that you have to look forward to starting 2023. I only used the things that would affect each and every one of us. I didn't want to go through the obscure things that are not a big deal, but property taxes are going up around the country. We are seeing crazy, crazy things happen. Share the stuff with us when you guys get it. The next thing is crypto's, having kind of a nightmare stage right now. And one thing that's kind of fascinating is the Winklevoss twins. God, I can't even say that. Winklevoss twins. Remember those guys from the social network? Well, they started their own exchange, Gemini. And Gemini's in real trouble because they have this thing called Gemini Earn, which is something that would pay you almost 8% on your crypto investments. And the problem with it is that they just froze withdrawals right now. SpaghettiOs, we're going to have a problem. So it's going to be interesting to see if the Winklevoss twins make it through this time or not. So you remember them, the big, tall, burly guys played by Armie Hammer in The Social Network. Anyways, has crypto seen its day? Are these small coins going to be done? Is that what we're going to see? Share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. Billionaire investors agree on two things. The stock market is in real trouble. The inconsistency we need to take a look at. The other thing is that you need to get yourself into safe haven investments like precious metals. What billionaires are doing right now is they're buying gold. You need to look at an IRA or 401k that's backed by precious metals from the Patriot Gold Group. You need to call them today and get a free investor guide at 888-330-1431. There's absolutely no obligation, but think about it. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, they've predicted some crazy numbers for gold, and that we could see gold go as high as $3,000 an ounce. Wouldn't it be a shame if you missed out on that? Now, give them a call today, 888-330-1431. Let Patriot Gold know that I allegedly sent you. Get your free investor guide today. Use the link below and reach out to Patriot Gold before it's too late. One thing that's funny about this channel is you do a story on something and people just can't help but reach out and add to it. In the UK, there is some serious charging problems when it comes to the electric vehicles. And it's awesome, okay? Delays, charging stations that are frozen to where they can't use them. Even if they were open, you couldn't use it because the weather is so cold. How is this the future, guys? How is this? The Amish have it set with the cart and buggy, guys, okay? Feed it, treat it right, and guess what? You'll be moving, okay? A little slower than you used to, but you'll be moving. So the EV cars, I love the nightmare with it. There is an Italian company also that developed a car that works on garbage. It's a supercar. It's beautiful. Look at the link below. This thing is, a $400,000 car that runs on garbage. So share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. Does anybody regret buying their electric vehicle? I love that one too, because the people that have bought them, oh, don't worry, you'll be able to run a cord from the apartment complex down to this and it'll be free. Think of all the money you'll save on gas. Man, it is such a mess. We have seen so many people send me stories about how it's basically the same amount of money to have an EV car, but then you lose time. What is your time worth, people? Okay? When it comes to running your business and running your life, simplicity, not having headaches. What is that worth to you? Nothing? Stay in those bad relationships. Be fat. Don't be happy. Okay? That's what you're living. That's what the electric car reminds me of. Just inconsistency in life, man. God, I just don't get it. Why you would want to own something that can't run 24/7 wherever you're at. Hey, if I want to drive from here to Pennsylvania, why should I have an issue? Oh, well, you need snow tires. Okay, well, you can deal with that. You can get snow chains, things like that, but not to be able to operate the vehicle. What are we going to do when we have all these electric semis? Okay, think about that. What about PepsiCo when they take over and get all those electric semis that they've been bragging about in the next month? Okay? They're only going to deliver in hot weather. No, it doesn't work that way, guys. It's freezing. I'm freezing right now. It's in the 60s right now. Huh? They got a scarf on and everything. Okay? So, share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Lots of cool stuff. Plus, again, don't forget, send your top 5 list of predictions for 2023. We're going to Vegas next week with some press passes. It's going to be a bunch of other YouTubers there, and it's going to be awesome, man. We've got a bunch of meetings scheduled. I got all this finance stuff, all this cool stuff that I'm about to announce to you guys too. So stay tuned to all that stuff. But isn't this great? All these people come out here for wedding photos and Instagram stuff. The weather's perfect for that. But people with wedding dresses getting their wedding photos up there. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Do you own an EV car and regret it? Have you bought any, combustible gas car that you regret? Anything you purchased lately? How about you people that paid 40 grand over for the Bronco? I spoke to my insurance man today, and he's still laughing. He goes, Dan, every time you talk about this, I get phone calls about people that spent $25,000 over their asking price of their car. What happens when I total this car? We give you fair market value for the car. We're not going to pay off the car unless you bought gap insurance, okay, or something. But even then, they don't do this for crime. They don't do this where they just say, hey, my Volkswagen was worth $150,000. They just don't do that, guys. So share your thoughts on this. Isn't this beautiful how the waves and the coast is just worn away by all the crashing waves? It's very cool. We have seen the value of the dollar shoot up this year to one of its highest levels in a while. One thing that's fascinating is over the course of the last few weeks, it's done a complete reversal. And there's a great article below on that talking about how the value of the dollar is just trending in the wrong direction, to say the least. Now, real estate is on everybody's mind right now. What is the least affordable city in the United States? Dun, 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 Miami. Okay? Miami's always been nice, though, so that's not a surprise to me at all right now. But I won't bore you with the entire list. Just take a look at it because it's pretty cool. But great article talking about inflation and how we haven't seen anything yet. So in addition to all these tax increases, you're about to experience the pain of paying more for everything. And mark my words, guys, this is going to completely upset everything when it comes to this, because inflation's peaked, guys. It's turning back the other direction. You don't have anything to worry about. It's nonsense, guys. And the supply chain issues that we have and all the issues that we have with business right now and keeping people open right now, that's the other thing that nobody wants to talk about. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And, Disneyland, how about this? We talked about Disneyland the other day. They have a $185 drink now. A drink, which is got some Remy Martin cognac in it, which is like $4 grand a bottle for this stuff, which I've never bought, okay? But the drink's $185. And alcohol connoisseurs are saying this is really a good deal for $185. Again, player, okay? I don't know who has to go have a $185 drink at the Magic Kingdom. So share your thoughts on that. Has anybody gone to Disneyland and just gone crazy with stuff like this? Now, Disneyland here in Southern California has a courtesy notice now. And this, again, is a story that's in the video description below about how you need to behave. You need to be kind to one another, and you need to understand that there's no fighting at Disneyland. And we want people to not treat this like it's a Subway or a McDonald's, okay? So the fights are getting crazy. They're getting epic. This is like free alcohol on a Carnival cruise. Have you guys seen those videos? Those are awesome. I get those sent to me, and I laugh. I think those are hilarious that these people pay one price for drinking, which means instead of having one drink with your meal and having a good time, oh, you have to have 40. You got to just drink until you're insane, and then you got to fight for your girlfriend. It's like crazy. It's like Mad Max with booze. Okay, so there's that. Plus, speaking of McDonald's, the one thing that people keep sending me is McDonald's has an epic AI artificial intelligence robot that can basically make anything inside of a McDonald's in Texas, and it's really cool because You can order it and it'll tell you, hey, I want my burger medium well, and it will make the burger that way by you talking to it. Very cool. Now, that's one thing that we're interviewing next week is all this advances in business for next week for AI. That's the one cool thing about the CES show, plus the medical stuff and people I haven't seen in a little bit. I'm going to be able to connect with them. But you're going to see crazy stuff. And you know what this does at McDonald's? It eliminates the headache of dealing with an employee that shows up late. That, it's great. I could go on about this for 3 hours. People's personalities, okay, lead to problems when it comes to owning a business. And people are late, people fight with their boyfriend, their girlfriend, whatever, the car breaks down. The robot doesn't have that problem. It's that simple. Remember that. Okay? Share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. You're going to see some crazy things. They're going to become more and more expensive, and you're not going to be able to afford the houses that you want to live in. Remember that. Interest rates, they're only going to go up 0.5%. We can live with this. All the realtors that are writing me and telling me how great everything's going to be, and I'm delusional, and everything's going to be fine in 2023, you are kidding yourself. This is the calm before the storm. This is the giant game of Jenga real estate that's about to come crashing down with huge blocks, and you're going to see people lose their jobs and not be able to pay your bills. What happens? Okay, let's say everything's affordable in real estate, but business suffers dramatically, and we go to a depressionary spike in unemployment. Think that's going to affect things? Well, no, Dan, it's never going to get to that point. You're exaggerating. You're Mr. Doom and Gloom. Okay. Man, I'm telling you, everybody that I talk to, I try to tell them, get themselves ready for things being bad. Live a frugal lifestyle right now. That's the best thing that you can do. Look at everything. Look at the price of everything that you're paying and try to get a deal on it. You will feel so much better. Oh, hey, my property taxes are sky high. Why? Why are they going up so much? Find out. Ask the questions now so that you can dispute it later. Your insurance policy for your home or your renter's policy. And that's the other thing. If you guys don't have renter's insurance, you guys are fools. That's the cheapest insurance you can get right now is renter's insurance still. But if things get stolen, things burn down, bad things happen, you can get paid off for that. Oh. Yeah. So try to get a deal on everything, guys. Get rid of the credit cards you don't need. Pay the bills off. Live a very frugal lifestyle, guys. I got some cool stuff coming in 2023, but you just got to, take care of your own finances right now. I want to thank you guys again for all the great warm wishes that you sent me in regards to Lisa, all the thoughtful gifts, the Christmas presents, everything. But one of them in particular, I got something that's amazing from a subscriber, David, who said, hey, I bought you this because you drive so much, and this way you can drive in the carpool lane and not have to worry about getting a ticket. Okay? So take a look at this, guys. Isn't this amazing? I get to drive in the carpool lane, avoid those fines, and hang out with the car buddy. What a great gift. Thank you so much. I get the greatest gifts from my subscribers. This is the car buddy. They sent me this so I can drive in the carpool lane, by myself. So the car buddy. Thank you, guys. Thank you, David. The best part is I think this guy was serious. So, car buddy, okay? So at least I have a friend to drive around with, okay? So car buddy, if you guys have anything else like this, you want to send me, okay? I enjoy it, and thank you. Thank you, David, okay? So I appreciate all the warm gifts, guys. Thank you. I'm going to finish this video with these last few stories. And the first one is the legal weed industry. Is it in trouble right now? Because one thing that we're seeing is that the taxes on this are huge. Basically here in California, it equates to about 30%. Joe Biden stepped forward and says, I'm going to get rid of everybody that was charged with weed, crimes and get rid of that. Well, the problem is people that sell weed on the corner and stuff, They weren't charged with federal crimes. That's local. So it's shenanigans to talk about that as a federal, dismissal and things like that, because that's not the case. So the other thing is, it's just too expensive. It's going to be relegated to commercial businesses, and big companies are going to own this. That's what we're going to see. Now, the next thing is layoffs. Goldman Sachs, steps forward, their CEO, David Solomon, and says, we're going to have massive layoffs in 2023. Thousands of people are going to be let go relatively soon. Guys, it's next week, guys. So, all right, Goldman, get ready, guys. So, you're going to see thousands of people lose their jobs. Not baristas, investment bankers. The final thing is Hooters. Great article on the New York Post. Do people not want to go to Hooters? Do millennials not like girls? Huh? No, we hate bad food, and we hate, it's just have you been to a Hooters, guys? It's not, oh, it's so amazing. No, it sucks, guys. The food is awful, you get attitude. It's just ridiculous, guys. I mean, there's 1,000 other coffee shops I'd rather go to that you'd get a better time at, okay? Hooters has never been good. Who goes to Hooters and says, gosh, the food is just amazing? Nobody. Nobody's ever said that that's ever lived. Please do not forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget the email list. Send over your top 5 list. Top 5 predictions for 2023. They can be as crazy as you want. Doesn't mean I'm going to read them, but please make them crazy. We're going to share them all on Saturday. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.